What's cooking, Sofa Buddies? Welcome back to Sofa King's YouTube channel and the 5th video of my playthrough of Dicey Dungeons, the spectacular deck-building roguelike game that just came out for Switch but has been around a little while for PC. We are currently in our second run. We beat the game on our first run with the warrior. We resumed the game with the thief, where we are on floor 2, we're level 3. Immediately after killing the baby squid that used to reside here, we were given another choice, which I should have guessed from last time. When you hit level 3, you're given a choice between 2 items that you can take. And sadly, I did not get that on camera. However, I'm going to show you what I got, inspired mainly by the successful run we had last time with the warrior. I was able to pick up this poison needle. So I was kind of debating, as I was in between recording sessions, how best to play the thief. And I thought, well, his limit break isn't nearly as effective. And then I thought, well, yes, it is. It's effective if you have ways that you can use those ones to do more than just ones. The leather armor, I was struggling a little bit, because you can put your 1 in there for an odd, but it's 1 use only, and it's only reducing 1 damage from each attack, so it's good for a rapid-firing enemy, but not so good for somebody who's only attacking once per turn. It's kind of a waste of a die. However, in comes our poison needle. We can pop in 3 of our 1s there, inflicting 3 poison, which over time is 6 damage. That's not bad, and that's significantly better. Well, not significantly. It's 2 points of damage better than just popping them all in dagger, which would be 4 damage. So I'm kind of interested with how our build is going right now. I think because of the versatility of lockpick, you don't want to be rolling high. You only want really 1 high number. And sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought. Because of the versatility of lockpick, you can just pop in the same amount of damage into dagger that you might be doing with another effect, so you need to be watching out for status. Otherwise, literally everything is going to be dagger. I love the flexibility of getting different people's abilities, and I'm really very excited to fight this wizard, because I wasn't thinking of the fact that we're going to have access to his spells, and hopefully our dice rolls are going to line up where affecting his spells are going to make sense. He only has 1 dice to roll, if I remember correctly. But after we fight the wizard, we're going to have some heals. We're going to have our first shop with our whopping 7, hopefully 8 coins due to pickpocket. And then we're going to speed on to floor 3. But first, I did want to give a quick shout out to one of my viewers, my friend, personal friend IRL, goes by Sarabond online. Shout out to you, my buddy, because he did purchase this game after watching my videos, which I feel is a pretty high form of flattery. And promptly after purchasing the game and outpacing me and where I am with recording my videos, he spoiled the 3rd character for me. That's okay. I forgive you. But I won't tell any of you guys what the next character is. We're going to head right on to fight this wizard. So we've already talked a little bit about what I've determined the thief's strategy to be, and it looks as though we've gained access to the wizard's poison spell, which is going to stack beautifully with our poison needle. I think what we're going to do, to start off, we're going to take a quick look-see, because it's been a couple days since I played this game. What we're going to do is we're going to start off with our poison spell. We're going to continue on with a poison needle. That's like a little bolt of force added onto the end of our poison spell there for 1 extra bonus action, to pop him up to poison 5. So he hasn't taken any damage yet, but he is going to take 5 at the start of his turn, and then the rest of it, I do want the gold from pickpocket, and he is going to take 5 damage, but I think we need to count on having evens in the future, and we're going to pop it in towards the end of the battle. So we're going to lockpick that 4, guaranteed 4 damage with our dagger. And that was a great turn, folks. He's down to 19. Now, he's got his Hall of Mirrors, so he's going to add another dice. Oh, for the whole fight! So if he's stacking Hall of Mirrors, he's adding more and more dice. That could get troublesome. I didn't quite understand how that worked last time. So we've got Thunder Spell. We could try and shock a bit of his equipment, deal 5 damage, but we'd have to roll Lockpick for that, since we no longer have Bump or anything like that, and kind of hope that we get a 4. I'm not banking too hard on that. So instead, what I'm going to do is I am going to use our pickpocket now so that we can get our gold coin. And then we're going to lockpick. Man, I already said I didn't like using the leather armor. What I should have done is I should have popped the 6 in there, lockpick the 5, use the 2 on Poison Needle, is what I should have done. But we are going to lockpick the 5 for a higher chance of something usable with Dagger. Perfect. And then with the 6, boy, oh boy, we didn't leave ourselves in a great position. I definitely kind of mixed up my different strategies mid-fight and could have handled that a lot better. That's okay. So he can cast 2 spells. He's going to burn us. He's going to teleport and dodge the next attack. Alrighty. Now we're in a bit of a situation. However, we're conserving our health for the most part. He's still got 3 poison. Let's see. We've got a 4. Oh, we can pop in a Hall of Mirrors for ourselves to get a 4th dice. However, that's not an option now since we don't have a 6. So 4s, we can lockpick the 4 and do a little bit of damage to him, which I think is the way to start because nothing else requires lockpick. Alrighty. Oh, he died. Why didn't I? Tony, you gotta slow down, dude. I gotta slow my roll. I gotta calm down. I should have known he was gonna dodge that first attack. He's a slippery little guy. Look at those damn socks. Why does he keep taking them off and putting them back on? I should have tossed the 1 in there first so I could do 3 damage. So let's see if we can kill him. So he's gonna take 5 damage, and then he's gonna take another poison. So he's going to be 1 health away. I don't think that's worth hurting myself, because I think we can do a couple of damage next turn. So we're going to end the turn there. We only need to do 4 damage to kill him. He's going to pop in poison on us, and he's going to dodge his next attack, which kind of sucks. However, we do have our lucky roll, or unlucky roll rather, which is perfect for that dodge move that he has. First, what we're going to do, there's no way we can heal. Leather armor isn't a terrific option for him because he's not attacking a lot. However, that could be something that we should be thinking about per turn. So what we're going to do, I don't think we need lucky roll for this. We just need to get lucky with our lockpick is what we need to do. Is there any difference between lockpicking the 5 or the 4? Just leather armor. So I think we're going to lockpick the 4. And we are still going to be able to kill him. We're going to... He dodges that attack, and then, yeah, we're going to kill him with the dagger here. Great work, folks. And we saved our unlucky roll. We saved our limit break for next time, which is excellent. The other thing I found out while watching my old videos, because I was too damn busy giving you guys great commentary live to notice this, is that the amount of experience that you get... You can kind of plan out when you're going to level up, is based upon the level of the creature you're fighting. So once we've essentially fought 5 levels of creatures, we'll be regaining our health. I do still think it's totally worth it for us to regain 6 right here, but we are going to head into the shop before we venture into floor 3. Let's try not to accidentally buy something. So you can continuously tick down 5s to be able to do 2 damage. It is reusable. That is one way to deal with the fact that we don't want to be rolling high. We also, though, have bump, which is very interesting because I don't think I want it for this build. Sure, we can bump it up to mix with something that might drop out of the heavens from us, but for the most part, we want to be breaking down. We do not want to be building up past that dagger limit of 3. This, however, I think has some potential. Counterfeit. We can pop a dice in there and get another one. Now, if we were somehow down the line, I don't know how the upgrade for lockpick works, but if the upgrade for lockpick is, for example, being able to be used twice in a turn, we could pop 2 5s into lockpick, or rather 1 5 into counterfeit, get a second one, pop them both into lockpick, and be doing 10 damage on dagger. That sounds like a pretty cool combo, but even if that's not how upgraded lockpick works, I think we need to buy counterfeit and give it a try. So we are going to pop into our equipment. That does, however, mean that we have to discard one of our current items. And I'm leaning towards leather armor. Last time, we went with that spiked shield, a little bit of defense sometimes, but I am more of a fan of just pounding them with damage. I think we got to keep pickpocket just in case there's some real good items later on. We could swap out pickpocket if it's late in the run we don't need anymore, but I'm a fan of poison. I'm a fan of everything else about this build, except for the leather armor. Oh, really? Is it really going to make me... Alright, whatever, game. I thought it would have been nice and would have just kind of done that automatically. Speaking of equipping items and having these things go in different orders, I did want to give a super quick shout out to a recent comment I got from a user called Jakia. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Jakia, who let me know that the Battle Axe upgrade from that Warrior run is actually really, really good. It changes it from this into a small one, but it actually unlocks that empty space below it. So it's not that I had to replace one of my smaller items. It gives me access to a new slot, which, you know, in future runs, I'm going to be doing that all the time. Alrighty. Looking at this new floor here, we got a lot of interesting people we have never seen before. If we want to head directly to floor 4, we could face off against a handyman. He's definitely got 6 arms, some kind of weird... If somebody turned Bob the Builder into some mutant goblin. However, if we want a chance at both a new item and an upgrade to see what Lockpick could do, we've got Stereo Head, who's level 2. And then later, if we do want to come up on another shop, because we do have a lot of money left from Pickpocket, we could fight whatever that glass of spilling wine or gas is. I can't really tell. Either way, I think Stereo Head is our best bet for our next fight. He's got 28 health, 2 dice. He is weak to shock. Unfortunately, we don't have anything with shock. However, he's got something called Sonic Wave. We can be weakening his abilities. We can be putting in up to 4s in there, so that's interesting. We've got Counterfeit. We want to make use of that. I always forget to make use of my new stuff. He's got 2 slots of Sonic Wave, so if he's rolling 5s and 6s, that's no good for him. And I'm assuming if I weaken him, that can go down even more. So I think what we need to do is we need to put our... cannot forget Counterfeit. What's the benefit to duplicating the 4? That can get us our Pickpocket or our Dagger, in which case I think we're going to have it be the Dagger. So we're going to lockpick the 4 to be able to get the Dagger in there. And then we are going to put the other 4 into Sonic Wave to weaken him, and then 2 more on the Dagger. Y'all, that was 12 damage, and I didn't even use my Limit Break. So the question is, do I use the Limit Break now to do even more damage? And I think I do. Because if I'm not using the Limit Break, I'm not going to be getting more Limit Breaks. So we're going to use it now. Let's pop 3 of those babies into Poison, and then 1 into another Dagger. All told, when this turn is done, we will have done 16 damage, folks. And Stereo Head looks like a pretty jive dude, but he's not able to do anything because he rolled pretty high. So which one do we want to duplicate? I think we definitely want to do Sonic Wave again, but we're doing such good damage, man, that I think we duplicate the 4. I think we put the 2 into Pickpocket. I think we put the other 4 into Sonic Wave. Then I think we lockpick that, and we go all in on this Dagger, and he's gonna die. That was it. That was the fight. He didn't even get to attack me. That was laughable. We are changing the radio station. I don't want to listen to old people music. I don't want to listen to country music. I want to listen to another lockpick, which is pretty cool. So before we decide the impact, potentially, of the new lockpick on our build, I think we got to see what kind of upgrades we're looking at. Be careful about where you're walking. Just had slime around for brunch, and I haven't had a chance to mop up yet. Dude, that is disgusting. Upgraded Dagger will add 1 damage, so we're doing between 2 and 4. That's pretty good because it's reusable, which means every time I'm reusing Dagger, man, that is a huge upgrade. Unlucky Roll becomes 8 damage on its own instead of just 4. That is a gigantic upgrade. Pickpocket. You can steal 2 gold instead of 1, still requires an even. That's pretty good, but I feel like I'm already running up the score on how much gold I need, so that's not a priority. Lockpick. Okay. So in other words, 6s become very, very good because 6s have a much higher chance of working with my dagger. So that's not quite the effect that I was looking for. However, it's still not bad. That does kind of convince me, though, that I don't know that I want 2 lockpicks, unless I were to straight up run a full-on lockpick build with 2 lockpicks and counterfeit and dagger, and just used everything on my dagger. Oh boy, but then would I want to run 2 lockpicks with an upgraded dagger? I think that might be the way. Poison Needle upgrades to 5 uses per turn, which is not bad either. Kind of the opposite of my warrior run, lots of good options. Counterfeit turns it into a small. Oh boy. I think above anything else, that's the one. Because then I can still pop in my second lockpick and have counterfeit, and then I can hope that I can get some of these other upgrades later. Let's check my backpack just in case there's something game-changing in there. So the leather armor becomes you can use it on anything, not just odd. That's not bad. Yeah, I think I'm going to swap counterfeit to small. I'm going to make up for my boner with the battle axe by doing the equivalent thing here. And that is a huge build change, because it means I can take my other lockpick. We're going to put the lockpicks next to each other. I kind of want... Here's how I want it to be laid out. The lockpick's there, pickpocket there. I don't want to forget about my counterfeit. Okay, that's nice and clean and beautiful. I like that. So now it's time to run train on everybody in floor 3. Man, I do have so much gold, but on the off chance that they're selling an upgrade at the shop, I think that's worth my time, especially since we're trying to level up. We fight this fight, we'll level up to level 4. Let's kick the shit out of this haunted jar, guys. Sofa King Nation, strong against poison, so I won't be using my needle. And I won't be using his ability either, which is called Blight. That's a big tick down. Not something very attainable for the thief. However, Poison Cloud, so he's going to be doing poison to me all the time, and then occasionally doubling it. So he's not doing damage on his attacks, he's doing chip damage per turn, which means we need to kill him quickly. So we've got 2 lockpicks, which means we're going to double the 5 and lockpick both. Alright, so the 4 is useless, sadly. Or no, the 4 is not useless because we can make that our pickpocket. And then we will dagger the rest. That was satisfying for 10 damage and end our turn. Alright, what you got? So he can poison us. Oh my goodness. He's going to tick down the rest. Interesting strategy. Although I guess, yeah, it's not reusable. Why am I thinking that's an interesting strategy? He can only use Poison Cloud once. Alrighty. So we definitely... Oh, okay. So we don't want to duplicate the 6s because we already have 2. We want to duplicate the 2. Put those both into dagger. And then we're going to want to lockpick these 6s. Ah, 4. Damn it. Wow, those were some unfortunate lockpicks, kind of showing me exactly why I need to split it into 3 instead of 2. And then, I mean, he's strong against poison, so I don't think that's worth my time. He is already down to 17, though. Let's see what he's got in store for us next. He's going to pop in 2 more poison, continue to tick that down. He's only 11 away. My health could be better, but I am going to get some after I finish this fight. So I just need to survive. So we are going to duplicate the 1 because we have to lockpick the other 2. Good lockpick there. Wow. Lockpick treated us very, very nice. So that looks like 8, 9, 10, 11. He'll be down to 6. Stab, 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 stab. Alright. I'm getting used to this character, guys. Can you feel it? I think we got the kill next turn. 1 more poison, and he's going to tick that down and give me poison 6. I'm going to be down to 18. However, I'm getting it all back. Limit break. Alright, so this was kind of an unfortunate array here. So what we're going to do is we're going to split the 4, see what we get, 1 and a 3. We're going to double the 3 so that we know we can do 6 damage. And that's all she wrote, folks. That's the fight. We have successfully smashed the jar. We're at level 4. HP, all recovered. We got an extra dice, which with counterfeit and lockpick, my goodness, this is turning out to be quite the DPS-focused run. Alrighty. And you know what? We're looking at right around that 20-minute mark that I like so much. So how about we check out the shop? Since we have 11 coins, we are Bill Gates over here. And then, on the next episode, we're going to continue against the handyman. Let's see what we got here. How you doing, Yolanda? We've got a lantern. I don't quite understand what the lantern does. Get 2... What? So once per battle I can use it. Can get 2 times whatever I put into it. So if I put a 3 in there, I'm getting 6. But what am I getting? I don't understand. I don't really know. I'm sure that the colors of the abilities has something to do with it, but I don't quite know. We've got First Aid Kit, which came in so handy for us before. However, with our low dice build, I think we're looking for Healing Crystal to probably pop something in there each turn instead of a tick down. Let's just check our build to make sure that it fits. Now, we could, as much as I like poison, we could pop in the Healing Crystal for Poison Needle. Or we could say we have way too much money, we're not going to spend it all, and do we now call it quits on Pickpocket? I think now is the time, based on our recent acquisitions. We're already at 11. We'll still have 8 gold going into floor 4. I think we buy Healing Crystal. We swap out Pickpocket for Healing Crystal. And that's the way we go. We're level 4, everybody. We've got 4 dice, 36 health. And on our next edition of the show, we're going to be taking on Bob the Builder, gone rogue. You're not going to want to miss it. Stay right here for it. Bye-bye.